Are you going to get drunk every episode?
First can finished. I just opened the second one.
Woo! I'm Lyssa, and I'm Lipa Catcher on Twitter.
I'm Szare. Szare Herbatnik on everything.
I'm Ryan. I'm Sims Wyatt on Twitter.
Because our initials spell slur, Szare, Lyssa, L, Ryan, we all wrap up a slur together. Oh, outfit check. Have you guys...
I got dressed this week.
Ryan's been in a proper outfit for 2 out of 4 episodes. This is great news.
Blue jeans and a grey t-shirt.
I'm wearing black jeans that I stole from my mom's boyfriend.
Nice.
Christmas socks, a white shirt underneath a sweater with cats on it.
I'm in quite a dykey pink flannel shirt with a green jumper and grey skinny jeans that I stole from one of my mum's friends. So we're in stolen jeans today. That
sounds weird.
Okay, well, I make everything look hot, so...
Sure.
Real.
So what did you guys think about this episode this time round?
And we have to say that the episode we're discussing is Charlie has cancer.
The people should know.
The technical pilot of the
Technical
show.
pilot. I'm excited to talk about it, but I have, again, a lot of conflicting thoughts.
You need to like the episode more, Lyssa. I liked it a lot. I always like this episode, though.
I love this episode. I stated this before, I think on my Twitter, that I think Charlie has cancer is the perfect pilot. I mean, I don't like how especially in the early seasons, they're just throwing slurs.
It's rough.
It's really uncomfortable to hear it. But, God, we see Artemis for the first time.
There's so many great characters introduced this episode. I wrote that down because we get Carmen and Artemis.
It's so lovely, and Artemis has such a great entrance. I absolutely adore her.
Her outfits.
And when she licked Dennis, that was absolutely amazing.
I don't know who I want to be more out of the two
Living
of
my
them.
dream.
They're both living my dream.
True. We also have a lot of waitress stuff. Dennis sleeps with the waitress.
That was really funny.
Yeah, it was really funny.
The origin of Dentress. I actually think that Dennis and the waitress is an underrated comedic dynamic. I really love them together. I find their whole shtick... No, not as a shtick, but
I like their dynamic.
This is sort of the origin of their won't they. It's some of my favourite stuff with the waitress in early seasons, at least.
Yeah. The first thing I noticed about this episode is Dennis's stupid fucking outfit. Because he's wearing a puff vest and shorts.
It's so
which is
bad.
And a long sleeve
it's
shirt.
so bad.
Actually, in contrast to that, I wrote down that Charlie looks very hot in the cold open, which I was pleasantly surprised by, because he looks quite ratty.
The person who said that we need more Charlie simping will be very happy to hear that.
Yes, and I'm here to deliver. I wouldn't say it wasn't true, because I think he looks quite ratty in season 1 in general.
Yeah.
But specifically in the cold open here, he looks really good. That was a nice surprise, because the cold open specifically of this episode it kind of sours the whole episode for me. I counted it. It's almost 2.5 minutes long.
I think it's good.
I do not like this cold open at all, and you might disagree with me. I just think it goes on far too long for a joke that I don't think is funny. It's not a funny joke to me in the first place, and then it drags on for 2.5 minutes of just like Charlie and Dennis standing there, which I've always hated. I watched the unaired pilot version for the first time. It's almost 4 minutes in the original. More.
The cold open does have funny moments. You're just wrong. It would be one thing if it was 2.5 minutes and it wasn't funny, but it is funny. You're just wrong, Lyssa. It's one of the best comedic moments of season 1. Like, it gets better, obviously. All shows get better after season 1, but this is, like, solid for season 1.
I severely disagree with you. I think there's a lot of funny moments in season 1, and this isn't one of them.
Fuck you.
Well, you suck. It's 2 against 1.
I've seen this episode a lot of times. This is the most I've enjoyed it, but I never really enjoyed it my first watch. I don't get why people like this episode so much. I do have things I really like in this episode. I'm just not particularly passionate about it.
Before you move off the cold open, did you guys notice the trust poster on Charlie's wall? It's one of those like posters that you see in like offices and stuff. It just says trust, and it's like a lion next to a lamb. Bring it back. I think Frank would love that.
For my notes, I've got Dee is working, ? Because that is so extremely out of character for her. I also put that Dee says, I love Charlie very much at the start.
Yeah. She was like Charlie simping this episode, talking about his hair.
She's just like me for real.
And we all miss Charlie.
As I rewatched it, the more I like Charlie.
But I have a note saying that in the, coming back to the very first scene, Dennis says, we were supposed to meet with a bunch of people, and I said, what people? You don't have friends.
He just means Mac and Dee, and then that's the whole lots of people.
I thought it was really funny they were going to go meet up with a bunch of people and just not invite Charlie.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a couple more notes about Dee. I put that she was trying to kiss Mac.
Me too.
Which is so interesting.
Yeah.
So the scene where he punches her is pretty funny. She's definitely had crushes on Charlie and Mac on and off throughout early seasons.
Maybe
I think
like
she
Caitlin
just
playing up her crush on Rob.
Yeah. I think it's interesting. A lot of people think they were trying to do a will they won't they with Mac and Dee. I think they were leaving that open specifically, and then obviously that didn't happen, and I'm glad it didn't. When I watched the unaired pilot and there was the other Dee that was Rob's girlfriend, I could definitely see that.
I just think it's really funny that Rob clearly has a type.
This man is not serious. Oh, Dee looked really hot all episode. Her tan, amazing, beautiful, stunning.
Oh, she's always pretty.
Her outfits, this was just a very pretty episode for her though. She had a lot of good outfits.
Mac is so pretty. Sorry, not to take the attention off Dee.
No, he was. We can talk about that. Him and Carmen have so much chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Every scene that she and Mac are in, it works. I think it works because he's obviously very ignorant, and he like describes her as a man. Like, he sees her as a man, even though she's not. Which I think is part of him being a shitty person. At the end, he punches her and is like, oh no, that's a dude. I think he's trying, but like in himself, he sees her still as a guy, and that's why he really, really likes her. Like, I think he did really like her, and it was really cute.
I think that he sees her as a woman and is like trying to see her as a guy because of his religion and stuff.
I see it more as like Mac's ignorance. Like, he's coming from a good place. But at the end of the day, with the context, I think it's fair that this was an acceptable way he thought to explore his homosexuality. I think in later seasons he actually accepted her and saw her as a woman. At this stage, he wasn't like ready for that. I think they're super cute. He's just got the heart eyes, and it's so cute.
Like, just everything about him this episode.
I said that their date is probably the most wholesome moment in Sunny.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. They're so sweet. I love their kiss. They're just...
Yeah.
They're the only good It's Always Sunny couple. For all 5 seconds they were happy.
Right before we meet Carmen, they're talking about how they never have any girls in the bar. I know they say it's because it's, like, basically a rape bar, but I like to think that it's because people still think that it's a gay bar. First episode.
What I found really weird is when Mac was talking to his mom on the phone and, like, telling her that, oh, yeah, I met this amazing girl. And, like, why is he speaking to her on the phone? I know it's just, like, early season stuff. So.
He does speak to her on the phone. In season 15, he's like, I'm gonna call my mommy. And she's like, What else? Dennis listens to Charlie Pierce.
Oh yeah, Dennis is singing Never Gonna Give You Up.
I got fucking rickrolled in 2023. Oh my god.
Okay, the fucking was this like on the Always Sunny podcast? Was this the one where they were like, rickrolling is when you play Rick Astley in your car?
That is the oldest.
Rob said that he invented rickrolling, which is not true.
Rob that's the oldest that man has ever sounded, and that's saying a lot. Like, when I was listening to that, I did a full body cringe and had a long... That was the worst thing I've ever listened to, was him trying to explain rickrolling to them.
Rob McElhenney invented rickrolling.
I'm so glad that Glenn knew what it was, otherwise I might have had to intervene drastically.
Yeah, and it was so annoying that Rob thought that he invented rickrolling. Shut the fuck up.
I think that's worse than him thinking that it's just playing Rick Astley in your car.
Another dated reference was to Lance Armstrong, which I found... that's aged well.
But yeah, the original pilot, man.
I have notes on that. Was this filmed on a toaster? Why is Charlie going to auditions? Why are their names Glenn and Rob? Make it stop.
Oh, because they... You know the lore,
yeah,
right?
It's Always Sunny on TV.
just gonna mute you again if you're gonna piss.
No!
No!
Goodbye, Szare. I can see her volume bar going up, so I know she's protesting.
So just have one on Tiara.
When she's done pissing, she can come back. Anyway, Ryan, did you have any more thoughts on this episode?
I wrote down the "oh shit, I think that's hate crime" line, just because I thought that was really funny.
That was really funny. Szare, you're back.
Hi.
This is the episode where Mac and Dennis have that cute fist bump.
Oh yeah, I made a note of that.
I missed that.
Oh, when Mac's turning around to walk away, Dennis is like biting his lip. What was that, Glenn? Glurst.
I hate this word. I hate all the Glenn words.
Serving blunt.
Glissy.
It's so bad. It's so terrible.
The glissy. In terms of offensive content in Sunny, I've said a couple times, I think they generally skirt very close to the line without crossing it by the way they frame their jokes. In this case, I think where they didn't get the line right was in the fake penis. It's not framed around the character's perception and ignorance. It's just the audience will laugh seeing a trans woman with a dick. It's not the right framing for the joke to work. Glad they improved it in later seasons. I just think this is an area where they got the balance of offensiveness wrong, just in, where jokes come from and who they're aimed to target. That joke was targeted at trans women.
That's fair, but I think, in every other aspect of the episode, they do, surprisingly well.
Yeah, the slur drops are a bit too casual.
Yeah. I don't like it, but it fits for the characters.
Yeah, I don't know what it was like in 2005 and if that was a more acceptable
Probably
term,
like that.
Which sucks for trans people, but did improve quite a lot in later seasons and are generally recognised as having good trans rep.
I love Charlie and the gang solves the bathroom problem.
Oh, please get lung cancer.
No,
it's so fun. It's just such a fun activity. It's just a natural part of life,
Should we call this episode Szare Has Cancer?
You can't do that.
Yeah.
See how sad Brian is, your cinnamon apple.
Cancer is unstoppable, Ryan. No matter how much you hope for a person to live, they never do.
I'm thinking about how I'm gonna edit around this. Oh no, wait, Ryan, I figured it out. She's trying to get us to sleep with her, and she's trying to pull the exact same scheme as Charlie.
I liked it. Fuck you for not liking the first scene.
Ryan?
I'm with Szare. I love that episode, and you're a pussy, Lyssa.
Sorry, I'm the only person here with taste. I actually can't wait for Gun Fever. I can't wait for Gun Fever because I remember that one being a ton of fun. And
Gun Fever is so good.
I have a lot more positives.
I haven't seen it in a while. I don't think I've ever rewatched it.
Ooh.
We rewatched it together, Lyssa.
No, we watched Gun Fever 2 together.
I believe we also watched Gun Fever 1.
I don't think so. Maybe.
Maybe.
We watched a lot of episodes. We watched 20.
We didn't watch 20. We watched 5.
Sunny episodes with you guys.
One day.
You just wrote a tweet that when you meet us, you're gonna throw eggs at us.
And you didn't it.
He did. What? Mm-hmm. This is news.
Look at his Twitter.
Ryan, you're a terrible person. So, do you guys have anything else to add?
No, I finished another can of beer.
Woo!
Woo!
Good
so
for you.
That's 2. I'm glad I have 2 more.
Is there any just news from Twitter or updates from your life? Or, the reaction to the podcast? God, not the burping podcast.
I miss our super fan.
Sorry.
I miss Dr. Beeblebrox too, actually. I miss Dr. Beeblebrox.
They haven't come back since the first episode.
Yeah. I want your essays. I loved the algorithm boost, mostly.
Right.
Oh.
No, I love their essays.
Also, have you guys noticed that the theory episode is getting a ton of views?
Yeah, what's with that?
It's not that good.
Yeah, there must be something wrong with, YouTube.
Because who's watching that? Not me.
Yeah.
I watched it 7 times when I first made it, because I was so proud of my shitty edit, but I don't know why it's got 500 views now.
The people want to hear the truth.
True. Maybe Glenn will see it. Maybe Vanessa will see it and we'll get answers.
Yeah, from that 500 views.
Than Glenn. I care more about Vanessa seeing it than Glenn, to be honest.
Real. What is he going to add? I mean, he's welcome to be a guest on the podcast anytime. Again, I will renew that offer. But Vanessa is even more welcome, if she's going to give us more information.
Like, Glenn, hit me up anytime. I will do anything for you, but right now I need the truth from Vanessa.
We'll get there, baby girl. God, he's so baby girl. He was so baby girl this episode. Oh, yeah. I miss Glennis.
Oh, stop it.
Why?
He's gonna be so old and ugly in this new season. You've seen the pictures. It's gonna be a shit show.
I'm ready.
Yeah, but
I'm not ready. I don't want to see it.
I still want him. You're a coward.
No, right? I'd do anything for him. That includes fucking him when he is, like, old.
On a mobility scooter.
Yeah. That is making it in.
Guys, I think we're going through a rough Glenn period right now. I think I have to wait, like, 10 years, and I think in 10 years he's gonna be hot again.
We should, when we get to, like, episode, whenever, like, 10 or something, we should do a poll for who your favourite podcast host is. Because I want to know how it's distributed. I think Ryan's probably going to win, to be honest. Cause
I don't think so, but...
Because Szare and I
think Szare will win.
Szare and I bring a foul mood to the podcast. We're always like, fuck you. Fuck this episode.
You say fuck this episode. I say I love this episode, and you're like, no, I don't. I didn't like it. You're such a picky bitch. Even I'm not even that interested in Sunny at this point, and I can compliment the show because I'm still passionate about some episodes, about most of them. And you come in here and you say, oh, kill yourself. I didn't like this episode. You're so wrong for having this opinion. Like, what the fuck? And then you're trying to blame it on me.
Szare brings that. So Ryan's like the beam of Ryan's the beam of sunshine.
I have more followers anyway. Fuck you.
Yeah, but I'm doing the best in terms of numbers. So.
Oh my! I hate you. I hate you so much.
Good episode, guys.
No!
I'm gonna leave it on that note.
Not over yet.
See you next week. Follow me on Twitter to boost my incredible numbers.
Your numbers are shitty.
Sure, whatever you have to tell yourself to sleep. Alright, so thank you for listening, for going through this. This has had terrible vibes compared to last week. We were so positive. Comparatively.
I was positive this episode.
I love you.
I wasn't positive this episode. I wasn't positive last episode either because you angered both me and Ryan.
That was funny though. I still haven't seen that.
Sure, it was funny, but I'm still pissed.
Okay, die mad, I guess. If we say Happy Valentine's Day at the end of every episode, this is going to be the 4th episode in the row by the time it's actually Valentine's Day. So I think we need to stop.
Valentine's Day.
Happy.
Wait! Happy Groundhog Day, because that was
Happy
recently.
Groundhog Day.
That was yesterday.
This could be a fucking nightmare to edit.